Are you a My Hero Academia fan? You must be a My Hero Academia fan because you clicked this video. And if you don't know what this video is, we are reviewing the very first My Hero game, and that is My Hero One's Justice. And we will be reviewing it for the Nintendo Switch, which this game released October 26th. And yes, just now I finally get a chance to do this video for you. And we are supporting it in style. I am sitting here enjoying it in my My Hero blanket and in my very cozy museum room. And the really cool thing is, if you pre-ordered the game, you got the first DLC character, Endeavor, and you also got a My Hero One's Justice poster, which of course, EB Games had to wreck for me because they crushed it. But I got two, and why did I get two? Well, I got two copies of the game because I wanted one version that I could open and play, and I also purchased one version that I kept absolutely sealed, and I purchased this hard plastic collector's case from Limited Run Games. And if you don't know what Limited Run Games are, they are a small-time company who they get the rights for certain downloadable games, and they make physical copy for us, the collectors. And they also make other cool stuff that you can buy. Like I said, I bought this case to house my game. It wasn't the cheapest case in the world. It was $20 plus shipping. But this is hard plastic. It keeps your game sealed and protected from any of damages, like if something comes and hits it. And the reason why I wanted a copy of this is because it truly is one of my favorite games. But the one thing that I wanted it for is whenever I get a chance, I would love to get all the voice actors of My Hero, the English dub version of it, to sign the video game. Even though it doesn't have English dub in the game, which is kind of disappointing, I am kind of happy I got it because I do think it would be really cool to have everyone's signature on this. But that is my dream. Not that I won't get my pop figures signed, but I want to have a little extra. You know how I like that stuff. So let's get into My Hero Academia. First game, My Hero One's Justice. And like I said, we are reviewing for the Nintendo Switch, and let's get on with it.
So here's the starting mode where you load up the game and it comes up to the main screen. You got your story mode, missions, local match, training, your online mode, customized profile, your customized character, your gallery, settings, and the arcade mode, which is very common in fighting games. So we're just going to start up a match here just to show you guys exactly what it is. Now the first thing you're going to notice about this game, I don't know if it's just for the Switch version or all the versions in total, but the loading screens take a long time. So be prepared to wait for them, because they're not going anywhere. The cool thing is you get to see Ochaku. Here's all the characters so far that are available to play as in the game. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown and show you guys exactly all the people. Now keep in mind there will be more characters, and also keep in mind that Endeavor was part of the pre-order bonus. Now if you didn't have the pre-order bonus, you can pick them up from the eShop, which is available to purchase right now. And pretty soon we're going to have our next character come in, so be on the lookout for that. But so far it's a pretty good roster for a first game. You can't complain really. The first Naruto game had a total of 12 characters. This is, a lot more compared to that very first game. And of course I'm picking Deku. He is my favorite character. And the good thing about this too is it's exactly like the Naruto series. You get to choose two helpers in game that you can use. And this is the arcade mode. You have 6 levels of different fights you're going to go through. So first character I'm facing is Dane. So yes, we are still having long loading times, so get used to them because it's one of the things about this game that I think should have been changed. I don't know why you need such a long loading screen, but I am not the game designer. You do have a few things. It tells you, you know, little stuff about the game at the top there. Don't forget you will lose your progress if you exit the arcade mode right in between matches. Just remember that, people. Okay, so we're starting our matchup. The really cool thing about these games is the intro to every fight. That's why I love the Naruto series, and that's why I love this right here. Like I said before, this game is the very first game of the series. There has never been a My Hero game. So the one thing that you guys will see is that every area is destructible. This whole background that you're fighting in is destructible. You can break them through the building. Floor will crack. Pieces will fly. It's actually pretty awesome. That's one thing I really love about this game. And the colors are so vivid and absolutely beautiful. Now, the one thing too, when you do start to play, you're going to notice that combos are very easy to perform in this game. Whether you like that or you don't, you can actually change it. Right out of the box, it will be just a very basic, easy for anybody to pick up kind of fighting game. Or you can head into the setting mode and fix it for yourself. You can put it in manual, so that if you love to spend hours trying to figure out how to do a combo, you can. So like every other fighting game, each level is each fight has 2 parts or 3 parts depending whether you are not successful at winning both rounds. And just like the Naruto series, you do have special attacks that you can do. As you can see on the top, we're right beside my Deku icon. I'm at number 2. There are 3 levels that you save your meter up, and you can do awesome quirks. There are 3 in total. The third is a combined quirk of everyone. This is the first quirk that you can do. It just takes 1 bar. And we hit a KO. The one thing I really like about Bandai Namco is the cutscenes in between and after the fights. Just adds a nice touch. You do have a rating system, S of course being the highest rank. And then you have little thing showing you exactly characters fighting with each other. Yes, we are back at another loading screen, people. Remember, loading will take a lot of time in this game. You'll be loading between menus, exiting, anything that you can to get back to the menu. So since I've already done one of the arcade battles, just to show you guys exactly what you're going to get when you go into the arcade mode, I'm going to exit out of this one battle, and I'm going to go to the story mode just to give you guys a basic showing of exactly what the story mode looks like and how it differs to other Bandai Namco games. I haven't tried the online story mode yet. The online mode yet. I heard there are a couple of bugs with it, which of course is pretty normal for a newer game. I'm sure we'll get some updates and fixes on that. Like I said, for a Nintendo Switch game, this is very polished. I'm not comparing it with the other console versions since I don't have them to compare it to. But it is a very beautiful game, no matter if you're playing on the big screen or handheld. Is very incredible. I think it really looks amazing on handheld mode, which I play sometimes at night before going to bed. So we are heading to the story mode. And as you can see, this one is probably the longest load screens. So the story mode, of course, takes place in between the second and third season. As you can see, All Might is facing All for One. Gives us the starting of our story mode. And like I said before, I really think the one thing that kind of turns me off about this game is I really love the English dub voices, and I think that, you know, giving us a choice between having the traditional Japanese and English would be really nice. And I think that the game could have really incorporated more of these animated cutscenes because they are so beautifully vivid. Straight out of the manga right here. So we go from the animated cutscenes to this right here, more comic cut style, which is not bad, but I think that it was just a way of cutting the extreme costs of the game. But yeah, for a very first game, it's pretty good for what it is. It's just a mash 'em up fighter game, kind of like the Naruto series and Dragon Ball and all that. And it's not a bad thing, though. Like I said, there is room for improvement. There's a lot of things that could have been done that I'm sure will get done for future release of the games. I don't think My Hero is going anywhere anytime soon, so I'm sure we'll be seeing it maybe in the future. But if you like comic books and manga, this shouldn't give you any problems. And it just gives you the basics of how Izuku Midoriya becomes the strongest hero of all. He inherits his quirk and such. Just giving players basic understanding of what the story is.
Though there are many awesome things in My Hero One's Justice, there are also some bad things of the game. And I'm going to give you a rundown just basically of the good and bad. There's one thing that I'm going to add to the list. It does not lower my score for the game, and I mentioned it earlier, is that this game does not have an English dub version. It's kind of a disappointment because I think that the English dub anime of My Hero is actually really, really amazing, and I thought it would be the perfect thing to have on here so that you could have the choice between having the original Japanese language and an English dub track. But like I say, it doesn't take away from the game. It's my personal choice. I think for me, I would have enjoyed it a lot more if it had it. Though I can understand the cost of it and securing all the voice talent that is from the show to bring to this game. The one really cool thing about this game is that it has a lot of cool characters. Now, we have a short list of the characters so far because the anime is not too advanced. We're going into Season 3. But for the very first game, it is pretty awesome. You have all the characters that you would have. All the main people are here. And it's only going to grow now. We have our new DLC character coming out sometime this month, which is pretty cool. And I'm sure we're going to get future updates with future characters coming out. The one really bad thing that I think this game has is the story mode. Now, the reason why I say that, and keep in mind this is the first video game of the My Hero series, and like Naruto when it first came out, it was very bare bones. The story mode takes place throughout Season 1 and Season 2 of the anime, and the thing that I think that this game could have had more of is more animated cutscenes. Like, the comic book cutout parts are cool at times, but they do get kind of repetitive and a little bit boring compared to, say, the Naruto Ultimate Ninja series, which is very, very incredible. And if you haven't played it, please do, because it's absolutely incredible. But I think that it's not as fun when you have to see these cardboard cutouts kind of thing. I love reading comics and I love reading manga, but for a video game, I want to see more into it. And I think that Bandai Namco could have improved on it. Not that it's bad, but that it needed a little bit more. Graphically, this game is pretty awesome, and even for the Switch, you get lower resolution, but it's still unnoticeable. It is pretty amazing. You got the destructive environments, you got cool characters, you got flashy colors. This game is very beautiful, very, very colorful, just like the anime is, which is very nice. Controls are very easy. It depends on you if you want to keep the controls as it is, or you can switch to manual. And that goes to the combos. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the way the combos being easy and just straight out of the box, kind of like... I'm a huge fan of Street Fighter and the way the games are, but I think for me, I really like the way that the controls are for this game. I like the gameplay style. I like that it is easy for people to pick up and play and just enjoy. But like I said, it is up to you if you want to switch the controls, put it to manual, learn the combos yourself, and just enjoy it. So physically, you do get nothing enjoyable in this package. There is just the basic cover, the basic back, and a very plain, empty, white case on the inside. That I think that for a case that is see-through, there should be some amazing artwork on the inside. You're putting words, so you can at least put a photo, but I'm not complaining. It's the very first game. I'm happy I have it. I'm happy that it came out physically. I can't stand digitally. I'm happy that we finally have something in my hands that I can show for future generations to go on. So my review for this game, you've heard my pluses and minuses of it, and how I think that the game should have gone. I gave the game a 7.5 out of 10, and it's not the greatest score, but it's not the worst score in the world. And like I said, for the first game, you getting a lot in it. Could have had more, but I'm sure we'll start seeing future games with better story modes, better gameplay, more characters, and better graphics like we did with Naruto. And hopefully you guys picked up a copy of it. Let me know what you guys thought about it. What would you improve? What would you not improve? What do you love about it? And just leave comments down below. Plus Ultra, everyone. Please enjoy it.